Hi, welcome back to the channel. This is just a quick one because I didn't realise the last video I put up was on the 20th of April, and that was that big planter that I did outside, out the front. So I have had a busy week, a busy month actually. As you know, most of you know, I lost my stepmom in January. And she had a lot of craft stuff, and rather than have it all thrown out, I wanted to go through it and rescue as much as I could so I could donate it to other crafters. So there were 3 boxes, and you know, the moving boxes, quite big ones, and one of those very large white plastic storage tubs. There was a lid for it, but I can't find the lid. I think that must have got cracked and thrown out when we were cleaning the house. So anyway, I've been going through all of that, and also had an eye test last Wednesday. I have been struggling using the computer with these glasses. It's okay for a short period of time if I'm reading, but because I don't need it for distance and looking at things like doing this now, I was actually reading a lot. But they're really no good anymore for my eyesight. After having my eyes tested, I've realised that these are not doing my eyes. I can still see, but they're not perfect. So yeah, I used to have to lean in to look at the time. I can now just glance down and say, okay, it's 7:02 p.m. on the 20th of the 5th, 2026. So they're still worth having, but I'm looking forward to having my new ones, because my new ones are going to be bifocal. So I'll only have the reading bit down here. The rest of it is going to be clear. So make my life a lot easier. So for the upcoming videos, I'm just going to show you first going through my stepmom's stuff. I'm not going to do a separate video on this. We don't need to. I can cover it all here. But then I've got some projects coming up, so I'm going to show you the projects. So first of all, this is all the cross-stitch stuff. And across the back here, these were full kits that I managed to put together. I found the instructions. This one here didn't even have the picture on the front to be able to tell people what's in it. So I found the picture online, downloaded it, printed it off and stuck it in the packet. Some of them, this whole pile down here, this folder's full of instructions. These are all loose sheets. Still trying to decide whether to do a folder or not, because you know, if somebody buys, you know, picks the folder up, I don't know whether to try and sell some or not. I think I'll just rather donate the whole lot. So it's probably better in a folder, and then people can go through and just pull out the one that they want and then put it back in the folder when they've finished for the next person. So I'm thinking I'm going to maybe grab a couple of folders if I can find some at the op shop. These here are some cross stitches that have been done. They've just got some areas that haven't been finished, but I don't even have a picture that I can match it to the instructions. So I don't know what colour threads to use. I've got the same here, there's 2 here, but at least I've got a picture of what it should look like. So somebody that's familiar with cross stitch and familiar with all the different coloured threads could look at that and say, oh, I've got that colour here, I've got that colour here, and they can go ahead and complete it. I don't have the instructions with the threads on it. This one here's had nothing done on it, but I've got no instructions. This one here I think is just can be done by embroidery or cross stitch, and then there's some little ones in here that have got part of the cross stitch done, but not all of it. So these ones are sort of all bits and pieces. Somebody might want to get it and say, oh, I quite like that, I'll take that and finish it off. This is the material that they used. It's actually called Aida, A-I-D-A. So anybody that wants to take up cross stitch, you're going to go to the your craft store, Spotlight, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, whatever. You need Aida. if you're going to be starting your own. And you can actually buy it in it's like buying material. These have been cut up. So I've tried to match some of these because these ones at the back didn't have the Aida in them. So I got the measurements off their instructions and cut the pieces to put in there bigger than the actual picture itself. So there's room to put your material into the hoop. So that was a huge exercise, that one. And then going through, I managed to separate all the wool. There's crochet wool, there's knitting wool. So that's one box full of wool. That's all that's in there is wool. And these were the threads. Now these 3 little plastic containers, I've got the threads already on the card and there's a number on the card. Same within here. Some of them are still in like a little skein with the paper wrapper, so they're still in good condition. But these ones in here and these ones down here, unfortunately, are a huge tangled mess. Now I was going to untangle them and then I thought, I don't know, is it worth it with having all of this extra? So I actually went onto a Facebook page that's a cross stitch page that had quite a lot of members in it. Some of them like only had 800 members. This one I think had 297,000 or something. So it's a big cross stitch group. I'll get some information from them. So I just put it out there. What do you think I should do? Take the time to untangle it, or do you think if I donated it as it was, people would pull it apart themselves? Or should I just, I don't know, throw it away? Anyway, I had a friend who saw my post and has offered to untangle it for me. So I've just got to get it to her and then she's going to sit and go through all of this for me. So I'll be able to donate the whole lot. And as you can see, I've got hoops here, 2 sets of hoops. Now what happened was, all of these hoops, as you can see just here, there's like a knot. And you unscrew that, take your outer ring off, pop your material over your inner ring, pop your outer ring back over and screw it tight so your material doesn't move while you're working. These ones don't have a knot. I don't know where it is. I've gone through everything. I had tins from this size to little tins with all sorts of bits and pieces in. Couldn't find any. So I'm going to go through. I know I've got a thing in my shed, a little compartment thing that I bought at Bunnings that you have bits and pieces in. So, and I know I've got some small knots. So I'm going to see if I can find some. If not, I'll see if I can measure them and buy some knots from Bunnings. Because it's a shame to just throw them away. They are still useful. The little red one down here is a different one. See, this green one, it's a plastic one as well, has this quite decorative screw. The red one should have had one the same, but it wasn't in with all of that stuff. But in the meantime, I've been going through all the boxes and things and I found it. So that one now is over with this pile. I found the little screw. And I was quite fascinated because I thought, well, how does that work? But it does. It tightens it up and it loosens it. So they're the hoops. Also, there, I've never known anybody to have so many pairs of scissors. She'd certainly like collecting them, right down to little tiny ones here and these little skinny things here, and a pair of craft wavy scissors, and then these flat ones, needles, oodles of needles, sewing machine needles, sewing needles, all sorts, nail clippers, pardon me, tweezers, nail files, crochet hooks galore, tape measures, even Allen keys. This has got safety pins, hair clips in it, and this pack at the back is for dots and diamonds. Now there's no picture to go with it, so all it is a pack of the beads. Now I don't know whether this was a pack that was donated, so Iris picked it up to use it, make her own picture, or whether she had a picture that didn't have beads. I don't know. Anyway, it's sitting there and I don't know what to do with that. In the meantime, I've been still going through it. I've found another tape measure. I've found more crochet hooks. So that was one job that I am still working on. There's still a lot. My lounge room, I can actually walk into my lounge room now. At one point I was sort of working my way around different obstacles. So I've actually got a space now so the cleaner could actually vacuum. So that's that. I won't be doing a separate video on that because there's really nothing I can show you. And another thing that I was doing, I will do a video on this one because I think it's worth it for anybody that wants to do their own videos. If you want to start a YouTube channel, you don't have to have a lot of equipment, but I'm messing about. So I'm trying all sorts of different things, but that's who I am. I like to learn different things, especially with technology. So with my phone, the Samsung phone that I use for my videos, I got the one with the extra cameras because my other phone, this one, only has 3 cameras. It's a small one. And I use this for phone calls, so I can't video with this in case messages come through and it comes up on the screen and it dings and all the rest of it. So I did get a separate phone to use for videoing, and I got this one because it had supposedly better cameras. So what happened was I went to use it to do a video and I couldn't see because had me in it. All I could see was the back of the phone. So I got a case for it that has a magnet on the back, and I got myself a screen mirror. Now I found out about this by watching a video from another chap. If I can find his video again, I'll put the link to his YouTube channel down in the description. But this was definitely well worth getting, and I will do a video on this. Actually, I might leave the link until I actually do this video because it'd be worth it. There'll be more information I can give you, but definitely a great asset to have. So yeah, I don't go out to restaurants and stuff spending money, so I might as well spend it on the things that I enjoy doing at home. All right, now to the projects. The basket that I did out the front, I actually put the frame in. I did attach it to the back. I bent it in underneath and I cable tied it or zip tied it, whatever you want to call them, so it won't move. But I thought that's a bit boring, so I got these couple of stakes, they're metal stakes, and tied some rope to it. And I thought if I could train the Hoya over that would look really nice. Not a good idea, even though it's only autumn. The sun coming up in the morning, it's not harsh, it's not out for long. Actually, as you can see here, it's burnt the Hoya leaf. So I can't leave that there any longer. So this morning, I actually did the video. I got part way through doing it, and as always, something goes wrong. So I thought, right, I'm just going to leave it. I'll come back to it later. Went up to the hairdressers and got my hair cut. So the first part of the video is going to be me with a big, thick, heavy mop, and the rest of the video is going to be me with my new haircut. So that's going to be a bit of fun to watch. So that one's coming up. That will definitely be the next video that comes up. I'm hoping to get it finished for either Friday or Saturday, so that you're not waiting too long. And that is when I'll do the word puzzle as well. I'm not doing the word puzzle on this. So that's what's coming up for that one. Another couple of jobs that I've seen that I needed to do. these ones, this is easy. It's the shelf is pulling away from the wall. It got top heavy. I've only got spray bottles on there that are not heavy, but I also was storing my iron on there, and the weight of the iron was pulling it. So I've got brackets now to go underneath here. Very quick job, so I might be able to do both of these in one video. Don't know, it could have to be two. This one here is the mess in the gasket from water and soap sitting, not draining. I watched a video on how to get this clean. That's where I realised I needed something else for my camera. So I was doing a downward video, but I couldn't see what was being shown on the screen. So that's coming up, and I got instructions on doing this from another video on YouTube, and he made his own cleaner from products that you have in the house, or most people have in the house. So that's might be an interesting one for you. I still haven't decided yet. Depends how long this one takes, whether I join them together or do two separate ones. And the other one is my pantry. Now, in my pantry, all of this used to be in Tupperware containers. You can see I've still got a few here. I'm making labels. I bought these canisters. I'm making my own labels. And this is what they look like with the print on them. And I'm showing you these because I'm trying to decide whether to make them to sell. So this is going to be another video, and I'll explain all of that, how to make them, putting them on the canisters, where I got the canisters from, and all of that. So that's another one that's coming up, and there's a story behind the canister labels from when I first got my Caesar vinyl cutting machine. So I'm going to go and find the photos of the original labels I did. So that's it for now. I've gone through as much as I can and trying not to make it too long a video. So it's Wednesday evening here in Perth. So I hope you all have a lovely day or a lovely afternoon, an evening, or a lovely evening if you're in a southern hemisphere. And I will see you all in the next video. Okay, take care and bye for now.